It's back to the Den for Norwich City this weekend, a place that Daniel Farke will not be forgetting in a hurry. We need very little reminding of that 4-0 nightmare there in August 2017. Early stages of Daniel Farke's spell at Norwich and had such a big impact ahead of the game in South London. I don't think we'll see Daniel make any changes to his team from the 3-2 win over Bristol City at on Saturday, of course. The big issue is whether Kenny McLean keeps his place despite scoring two very important goals. Will he be able to keep Maurice Leitner, Mario Vrancic out of the starting lineup? I don't think Daniel will make the change because I think it would send a bit of a mixed message to the squad. Score two goals, you probably should deserve to keep your place. The other one you could maybe discuss would be Ben Godfrey in defence. Clearly done well, still a young man, still learning the position. Could Tim Close come back in? I think Daniel will stick with the same 11. Looking at Millwall, they play a 4-4-1-1, or they certainly did at Hull on Tuesday night when they lost 2-1. That was a second defeat on the bounce for them. They will be without Ben Marshall, who is of course on loan from Norwich, so he'll be ineligible against his parent club. Murray Wallace went off with his leg in a brace against Hull on Tuesday night, so he's a big doubt for the game. They've also had Ryan Leonard filling in at right back, who's a midfielder. James Meredith could come back in at left back. He's fit again. He was linked with Norwich a few years back when he was playing for Bradford, but ended up with Millwall. In terms of strengths, fairly similar story to as we've seen when Norwich play the teams lower in the division. Millwall very good in the air, something that we know Norwich don't particularly specialise in. They average just under 34 successful aerial duels per game. Only three teams in the division average better than that. And following on from that, they scored 15 goals from set pieces. You may remember from the 4-3 epic at Carrow Road in November that Jake Cooper is their towering centre-back. He is very influential when they bomb the ball into the box. He scored 5 goals himself, so you could say he's a bit of a key player at either end. And in terms of weaknesses, they've only 6 teams have scored fewer than them, 37 from 34 games. Norwich, of course, the division's top scorers with 68. And similarly, only 6 teams have conceded more than the 50. Although Norwich have only conceded 6 less than that, so maybe not quite so bad. They've only won 6 of their 17 games at the Den. Historically, such an intimidating place to go to, but hasn't been quite so this season. And finally, key man, as I've already mentioned, Jake Cooper, the defender. He's very influential in the air, but Lee Gregory still offers them that little bit of class up front. He's got 7 goals and 4 assists from 32 games this season. He can certainly be a live wire on his day. Steve Morrison, the former Norwich striker, tends to be on the bench, 35 now. Him or Tom Elliott could come in and offer a more direct threat up front. I think we can see once again this is going to be a case of underdogs trying to upset the leaders, so Norwich are going to have to make sure they're on the game, just like they were at Bolton a couple of weeks ago.